She sounded just like a teacher. Just like a teacher. All right, Hannah.
So this is my presentation on other people's children, and just an overview of who Lucy Delpit is. She's an American educationalist and author. She grew up pre-integration, and she served on the Commission for Research in Black Education. She has received multiple awards, including one for her work in other people's children. And her emphasis has been elementary education with a focus on language and literary development. Alright, our contributions to the field of education include exploring stances taken by teachers towards Black children within the classroom, and emphasizes how essential it is for teachers, both Black and white, to communicate effectively and positively with Black students if they are to achieve academic success. This exploration of stances taken by teachers provides educators with insights on how to better gain basic understandings of who their students are and how they are connected and disconnected from one another. Alright, her big buzzword and main focus is linguistic diversity. Teachers, or by linguistic diversity, she means that teachers must recognize the uniqueness of all cultures, languages, and communities that are involved in her classroom. Teachers must see all classrooms as multicultural, and we must work towards respecting, valuing, and celebrating our own and students' unique strengths within the classroom. Students do not enter the school as vessels that are to be filled with knowledge, but rather as vessels that already have the knowledge that need to, disperse it and use it in the classroom. Alright, other people's children in the English classroom. Delpit provides several experiences in which communities have little or no influence in the classroom. So she's traveled to Papua New Guinea and to Alaska and been part of the classrooms there to observe, and she's noticed that there is no real community involvement in the classroom, and that, like Native Alaskans, they'll go home and not speak any English, but in the classroom, that's all that they're forced to use. So she sees that as a big problem, and that they need to come into the classroom and maybe use the language a bit more. And she believes that we can fix these problems by teaching children skills and not fluency, because they're already fluent in a language at home. They just need the skill of being able to speak in standard English or write in standard English. And then they have to realize that language has cultural value, so stripping them of the language that they use also strips them of a part of themselves. Then incorporating a range of pedagogical orientation, so teaching in various ways in the classroom is very important. And then realizing that parents often have little input happen to their children. So trying to communicate to the families of the children and bring them into the classroom, not necessarily during class, but in some way. And then getting to know the students on a personal level is very important, knowing what their culture is and how they interact with each other. And then she, in the book, quotes another person that she's studied. She says that in order to teach you, I must know you. So in order to be able to teach the students effectively, we must know them. Alright, more application. So we need to be sensitive to language and its appropriate use, upon which we must build to ensure the success of children from diverse backgrounds. And we need to work on refraining from correcting form, which I've seen a lot. I mean, in high school, people will come in and they will say something incorrect in standard English, but something that they've used outside of the classroom and in their culture at home. And so we need to refrain from correcting that, but instead letting them speak in that way. And then we need to support the language that students bring into the classroom.
You need a glass of water.
Yes, apparently.
You want us to stop the camera and let you go get a drink when you come back? Absolutely. I can tell that that's what happened.